Hey folks, I'm Sir Glory, and welcome to part 17 of Napoleon's European campaign, Napoleon Total War. So we're starting with a battle against Saxony. We had moved Massena's army up to just hold this bridge crossing. I don't know if that baited the Saxons into this attack, but anyway, they've made it, so we'll go ahead and fight the battle. River crossings obviously aren't as much fun, if that's the right word, in Napoleon as they are in the likes of Medieval 2, where you can just have a slaughter fest. But they're good enough. Yeah, okay, so we can set up on that side of the river if we want, but we don't want. So let's see, crossings. There's one, and the other is the bridge. Okay. So I'll set up off camera as usual, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay. Here's our setup. I've decided to put my two batteries of 6-pounders over on the left, with a brigade over here, including a regiment of chasseurs, to guard the bridge. They're backed up by another brigade in here. In the brigade up here we've got 2 regiments of fusiliers, so they can form square if cavalry gets across the bridge, and a regiment of militia. In here we've got fusiliers again for square, militia in the woods, and militia backing up. To the right we have a brigade guarding the ford, and again we've got 1 regiment of militia and 2 fusiliers, so they can form square, and they have the 8-pounders right up with them, so they're going to switch to canister as soon as the enemy start crossing the ford. Backing these guys up, we've got a brigade over here that's got 2 regiments of National Guard. They're lining a wall with fusiliers in reserve, and another brigade over here. This one's got 2 regiments of militia and 1 regiment of fusiliers. And our strategic reserve, we've got a brigade, and again 2 militia and 1 regiment of fusiliers. Massena's army needs more fusiliers. It also needs more cav. We've only got the 2 regiments. We've got, again, back in reserve. So let's go ahead, start the battle. So the guns should all be unlimbered and unshot at the moment. I don't think there's anything in range. 6-pounders got a long wait ahead of them. The 8-pounders... Where are my 8-pounders? Have disappeared off the ribbon. You're also in shot. You would be able to do some damage as they march in. And this army does have a lot of cav. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 regiments there on their left. Another regiment in here. There's another. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out on the right. So let's have a look at the Saxons. In fact, can I find a cuirassier? Saxony was the very first Napoleonic tabletop army and built up. So I've always had a soft spot for them. Do not have any cuirassier. Okay, maybe out on the left. We better not spend too much time sightseeing, because that horse is on the move. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Looks like they're further advanced over here. Yeah, the 8-pounders have opened up against the horse. So we could be here for a while. We've got very out of sync. Colonel needs to get you better drilled. Okay, still only taking the one casualty. These guys here are heading for this flank as well, I think. I'm going to leave the infantry in line. Well, definitely these guys, they can engage them when they're crossing. That's a bit better. Actually, don't go shooting through my infantry, please. Don't think you're clipping the line there. But I'm going to shuffle them back just to be on the safe side. No reports from the left flank as yet. You can engage them when they're crossing. You need to wait until they're almost over. Okay, switch now to canister. Ideally we don't need to form square, but I don't think we're getting it ideal. Maybe. Let's not risk it though. Let's get these regiments into square. They've broken. They've not taken as much damage on the way in. There they go. And I think we just leave the infantry in square here. Until we've seen off all of that cav. Then you switch back to shot. Still no report from the left. And they didn't take any casualties from friendly fire. Make sure you're selected. And get ready with some more canister. Come. Monsieur. Okay, and we've got the two units trying to return there. They've all been seen off. So switch you back onto shot once again. There's quite a bit of congestion. These guys just about made it ashore, so we're back onto canister. Right. That's well under control for the moment. We're back onto shot. We have first engagements over here, and again it's cav coming in. The chasseurs are set to withdraw, pull back out of melee combat. They're in skirmish mode essentially. I think we're safe over there for now. But I might leave that artillery on canister. These guys should be under fire from the 6-pounders. Cross. Doesn't look like it. They're just staying put. So let's get back across here. First infantry beginning to cross. Hopefully this cav will be, for the most part, off and running. Even the infantry's running now as well. So let's have you out of square. You go back into shot for a bit. They've formed square there, which is nice. And this cav has broken. The other cav again just staying on that side of the river for now. Okay, more cav on its way in. I presume that's come across from the centre. And they're going for the militia. They've changed their mind and get slaughtered. Come for the square. You shooting them? Please do. Change my mind, shoot them. Still around though.
Our men are running, sir!
Who's running? Hopefully that's just the chasseur. Back into line. And just fill them full of canister, please. And let's jump back over here. Yeah, I think it was the chasseur, that's okay. Still got cav around there. So I think I need to leave these in square for now. Could you reform there? Managed to get into melee. Some of them have. We're going to get into the guns. No, they've been dragged over there. Let's bring these regiments forward. Make sure you're in guard mode. I don't want people chasing off. And you switch to shot and target them. Right, we've got cav advanced on the bridge now. Actually, I think I'd prefer you over here. I can get you there. Okay, this sector here is more urgent, I think. So let's have you march down there. You're going to march in there. You will become a reserve. Switch to canister and just start hammering into them. No, in fact, shoot a cav. You get into square.
Our men are running, sir!
And you go into guard mode and then charge them. And these guys are off. Okay. So the guns are now exposed. You charge them. I should have brought this reserve forward. So that's a mistake. Get up there. Still get some cav around. You form into there. In fact, you form line and you pull back there for now. Cav's headed over in that direction.
Our men are running, sir!
Yeah. It's the guns going. You into line. Fusiliers, march you down there. Too late to get into square. Looks like we're still holding over there. Okay, so let's bring this other reserve over. And our cav, I think we'll bring you over here as well. Just form up some sort of resistance there. Plug that gap. Going. So that's a view advance. They might be back, probably will. Okay, let's view from line.
Our men are running, sir!
It's down in here. You guys go back to here. In fact, you guys just run. Save yourselves. And we'll make sure that the guns are okay. Shoot them. We've got that, our brigade coming in here, so they can move across to the right. And over here, it looks like they've not really made a very hard push at all. They've still got cav in the area, so I'm leaving them in square for now. I wonder, should I bring the general over here? We've still got a lot of infantry there that might eventually come across the river. You form up here, help your comrades. They're running, so yeah, let's hope. You move down there. Engaged here. Can you advance to there? They're running as well. So you'll go and extend the line, and then you're going to march in there actually. I don't need melee. Let's make sure they don't return. I think we've actually held here, so the cav can wander back over there. I want you to line here. Okay. You're going to shoot at somebody? That was a nice ball right to their faces. You make sure you're attacking them.
Our men are running, sir!
And that's down in here. Let's move this regiment up. I don't think they're really going to be needed. Everything there is in enough of a mess. I don't think they'll be back. But there's still a couple of regiments that are broken. Can you get to column? Can you get up on there? No. Just march in behind then. We'll have you come up here to fill this gap. Right, just charge then and break them. You are Fusiliers, yep. I don't see breaking happening. Maybe.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Ah, okay. Bloody hell. Forgotten they had artillery. It's finally getting to range, I think. Come on. There we go. That's a view. Make sure you're targeting across there.
Our men are running, sir.
Right, so that was maybe not the best time to have left this flank. We're still around there. You into line. You come forward. And you're supposed to be heading down here. And I wanted you to try and get into position to shoot at them. These guys have recovered remarkably well. So, form up. You come forward, actually over to here. You form your line. Can you come up here? You fall back. I don't know whether these guys all just... It looks like they did recover their morale. And then returned to the fight, because it looked like we had held and actually broken them over here. But if they go now, that should be them gone for good. Down to there. Just form a small line there. Make sure these guys aren't on melee. But I do want you on guard mode. Here's the general coming in. It's militia, and so is that. So we can't form square. We could maybe have you come down here. Militia as well. It's all militia. Okay, I was going to keep the cav to send across after their guns, but let's come and engage their general first, and then they can move on to the artillery. What do we have left? And I'm worrying about the amount of men that we've lost, but I have to remember taking on a full Saxon stack, and we are very roughly handling it. I'm so glad this flank has required so little attention. Okay, so I think we're good there. There's some of the artillery. Now these guys, oh well, I suppose they were really quite beaten up. Where's my cannon?
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Go and attack. Forward. Keep the pressure on. There. It looks like we've caught their general
We
in there
have
somewhere.
killed their general, sir.
Have indeed.
Now they must break.
Right. Cav. You come down here. And we'll get you across into their artillery. And let's have a chasseur back up to there. They've got some horse away back. I don't think we'll see that advance towards us.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
You're out of ammo. You probably are as well. You're not, but you're out of range. We'll just let the chasseur come up and shoot at them, hopefully drive them off. Okay. Cav, get across. Don't shoot at will. I'll tell you who to shoot at. Poor artillerymen. Imagine the general leaving them completely unguarded or unsupported. Right, Lancier, you get into formation there. And yeah, we'll just send you in against them right away. You form up and you can go charging in after the lancers have made a good charge. I thought they had another battery of guns somewhere, but this is only one that we can see for now. Surely they've not only had the one battery of 6-pounders. Oh well. They might only have had the one battery of 6-pounders, so now we get none batteries. You advance to here. I'm just going to let those regiments run. You might go and deal with this one. Making use of the forest. So we'll just attack them anyway.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
That's good news. There they go. Now let's have you come and charge into that regiment. I'm going to limber up my guns. Make sure we don't have any friendly fire. You come up to here. We've got 60 cavalry up there. So we'll deal with this lot here first. Are they stuck? No. just standing there engaged in this firefight. Now they've run. Okay. You hit them anyway. Continue. And with that half-hearted charge, quit the battle. Close victory, but that's good enough. 3,000 troops. Our 8-pounders, 16 men remained. They killed 622 though. Look at that comparison. So they did good work and they survived at the end of it. Yeah, there might be some regiments lost there. Works and strike again in Austria. Should go and check that out, I suppose. And Massena gained +1 to morale in battles. Okay, so Saxony. Yeah, so it was a decent victory, but the fact that they can fall back into Dresden and recover, get replenishments, it's not too much of an issue. It does mean that too many of them managed to flee, get off the field. They broke and ran, and we weren't in a position to go chasing them down. So a lot of the regiments survived, but the fact that Napoleon is now going to go up and attack prevents that replenishment from happening. Massena, meanwhile, let's merge. Well, that's militia. We'll merge both of them. I think 95 there as well. Why can you not merge in? Oh, you're militia. You're also militia. I thought maybe they were National Guard. Can you merge? You did. Okay. Let's merge you. Right. So well, I'm going to put a break in here. We'll come back in the next part and hopefully go and take Dresden. And then we'll turn our attention to Berlin. It might also just about be time to turn our attention in Oldenburg. We can move Davout across. Maybe once Napoleon's moving on Berlin, then you move in Oldenburg, and then Hessen-Kassel and Hanover begin to feel the pinch. And we might even get Württemberg to help us. Okay, but that's for the future, so I'm going to put a break in here. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.